I'm thinking, oh shit, who is at the door right now? And I was like, oh my god, like, how much did she have to drink? Dragging her by her legs. In my head, I was like, I need to handle this shit by myself. I just felt like, I don't even know, like, I never been put in a situation like that. Why would you do that, especially on my birthday? This is my day. They're freaking out, and she started like hyperventilating, and they're just still bickering back and forth about it. Samantha is getting very aggravated, and she's getting angry. She gets so angry to the point that she goes into the bathroom to cool herself down. I just feel like everyone was just so fucking out of it. Like, no one wanted to be there. Everyone just wanted to go the fuck home.
Baby, I need to know more. You're exciting, boy, come find me. Rise heavy, girl, come like me. Fuck that feeling.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing a story time. I haven't done a story time literally since the summer, I think, and that was about my experience. Was I dating, talking to someone older than me, like 5 times older than me, but like whatever, that's in the past, but that's not what we're talking about today. Also, I have orange juice. Again, y'all know how I feel about orange juice. I'm always drinking orange juice, and I just got back from class, so I just need some, I don't know, orange juice gives me energy for some reason. I don't know what it is. I'm going to be telling you guys a story about my traumatic, horrible girls trip, my 18th birthday girls trip. So listen, there was some amazing parts about it. I had a lot of fun for the days that weren't stressful or chaotic or like made my head explode, but the first 2 days it was a bit rough, so we're gonna focus more on those 2 days. Also, I told y'all I have the window open, so if you hear noise, don't mind that. But I went to Atlantic City for my birthday. I went with a couple of my girlfriends. About 5 of my girlfriends went. Oh my god, there's a fly in my room. What the fuck? Let me wait until this plane leaves. Anyway, about 5 of my girlfriends went, and I'm currently not friends with one of them. She thinks we're still cool, but I'm just like, you know how like you kind of like outgrown someone and you just feel like y'all's like friendship, it doesn't, not that it serves no purpose. I just feel like we're on 2 different paths, and the route she's going is nowhere close to where I'm going, and that's okay to have different paths. But I feel like the friends that I am still friends with, like, we both uplift each other, and you know, they're good friends to have around. I'm not friends with one other girl, and she's technically the main character of this story. So if she does see this story, hey girl, no offense to you, I still care deeply about you. I still care about all the friends that I no longer am friends with, but I just think this story, like, wow, like, how did I get myself in this situation? And on my birthday, I'm gonna give them names. I'm going to use I asked them what they wanted their names to be, and you guys are probably gonna know who went to the trip because I did do a vlog, but I'm gonna give them fake names so you don't really know who is who and what situation and like what they're doing. So I'm gonna give them fake names. So we're gonna do Miranda, Samantha, Charlotte, and then let's just do Rebecca. I don't know why that name came to my head, but we're just gonna do Rebecca. I should just keep it all Sex and the City characters. I honestly should keep it all Sex and, but I can't think of any other girls. So we're just gonna do 3 Sex and Cities and then 2 just random names. So we're gonna do Rebecca. Rebecca's gonna be the main character. Then Miranda, Charlotte, and Samantha, and then we'll do Blake. And it's funny that I'm doing Blake. She'll know. Like, when I tell her, like, why I gave her the name Blake, then she's gonna be like, oh, that's funny. But, like, her name is Blake. So, technically, my main friend group was Charlotte, Samantha, and Miranda. I invited Rebecca because Rebecca is my friend, but she's not a friend. She's not a part of the other 4 that are like my like, you know, that's my friend group. I hung out with her a lot, but like she never really hung out with my group. And this is why I always tell people that mixing friend groups, it just never works. It never ever works. Like, the personalities never match. I feel like friend groups try to compete against each other and shit, and then like it's jealousy, and then like it's just too much. So that's why I do not like to combine my friend groups with one another. So I didn't think it was a big deal because it's only one person, and I knew that she wasn't going to really know anyone besides me. But I said, is she okay with it? And she said she's fine, I'll come. I'm like, okay, fine. Okay, great. Love it. All my girls are here. We're gonna have a great ass time in Atlantic City. So originally I wanted to go to Mexico for my 18th birthday, but since a lot of my friends weren't gonna be able to go, we were like, okay, let's go to Atlantic City. We basically got a hotel. I believe that we got a hotel in the Marriott. This story time, this happened about 2 years ago. I'm about to turn 20 in May, so it's coming up on 2 years. So if the details are a little foggy, please don't mind me. So basically we got 2 bedrooms in the Marriott. My parents, my mom, my grandma, and my sister also came with me for my 18th birthday. They had their own room, and then me and all the other girls, we had our other room. So what the plan was, we were going to drive to Atlantic City, and we were only staying for about, I think it was like 3 or 4 nights. And the first night we were going to drive there, get ready for dinner, go have dinner at this Italian place that was in the restaurant, and then we were just gonna, like, you know, drink and do whatever, get lit after, like, after party type shit. We got there a little late, and we had only like about an hour to get ready. This is kind of like the boring stuff. We were just getting ready. I was getting ready in the bathroom. How our room was, it was like one of those bedrooms that, like, it had like a door that connected it, and you could open the door and like go through to the other side. It's 2 beds in one room and then 2 beds on the other side, but like it's like a conjoined room. Is that what it's called, y'all? Please, I don't know. So anyway, we got ready. We went down. We had some good food. It was very, very good. We finished dinner. I told my mom good night, because around this time it was maybe like 8, 9 o'clock, and I already knew that they were probably just going to chill for the rest of the night, and then me and my girlfriends, we were just going to, like, you know, listen to music, drink, and smoke probably. So if my mom watches this video, she's going to literally kill me. Listen, it's okay. I learned my lesson. I will never do anything like this again. So basically we went to the room, and originally I just brought Malibu. I wasn't going to drink anything strong for real. Or you know what it was? I couldn't really get anything strong because at the time, like, it was kind of hard for me to get liquor. So I was like, I guess I'll just get Malibu. So got Malibu. Rebecca, I think Rebecca was the one that actually brought Tito's. She brought Tito's. I hate Tito's. Tito's is literally rubbing alcohol in a bottle. That shit is fucking disgusting, and I will never drink that shit again. But she brought Tito's because, you know, we wanted to get a little crunk, a little drunk, even though I wasn't drunk at all. At all, I was not drunk. But she brought some. We had shot glasses. I hate living in DC, bro. Like, I just can't keep doing this anymore. I can't keep doing this shit. So we were drinking, and we were also smoking. So the thing is, I was thinking like, oh, like the hotel window is gonna be able to open, so we're gonna be cool, like it's gonna be fine, we're just gonna have a good time, drink a bit. But we were on the bed, we were playing games. I think we were playing like Girls Night Out, you guys know that card game, and it was starting to get a little bit smoky in the room, but like I didn't pay no mind to it, and I really didn't think like the alarm was gonna go off or if they were gonna, like, you know, come to a room or anything like that. I'm pretty, like, I would say I'm pretty sober. Like, I wasn't like too like gone. I think the only one that was really gone for real was Rebecca. Rebecca was like out of it, low key. Like, she was like on the side. So it was me, and then I think Rebecca was next to me, and I forgot who was also next to me, but I know Charlotte and Samantha was on the other side. And I think Miranda was also on that side. Don't remember. Blake, I think, was also next to me. I think it was me, Blake, and Rebecca on the bed. Rebecca was out of it. At this point, someone, and I didn't really pick up on it until later events started to happen, and I was like, oh, like, maybe she's just like really drunk and like she's fine, but like she was still able to, like, she was still talking with us and stuff like that, but like you could tell that she was drunk. So we get a knock on the door. Right. So I'm thinking, oh shit, who is at the door right now? I literally started pissing my pants. The room got quiet. It got quiet as fuck. I didn't know if it was a noise complaint or it was because like the alarm went off, because I was really paranoid about the alarm going off, but I was like, fuck it, like it's my birthday. I'm just gonna do whatever. I guess it was a security guard. The security guard came to the room. I was the one that opened the door because no one else was gonna open it, so I was like, okay, let me just go. I think it was me. It was either me or Blake, but I'm pretty sure it was me that opened the door. So I opened the door, and he was saying how the alarm went off, and that he was saying like, oh, you can't smoke in here. And I was like, okay sir, we're not smoking. Obviously fucking lying. And then like I think he said the room smelled like, but I'm not 100% sure, honestly. But he said something in reference about, oh, you can't here, blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay. In my head, I was thinking, okay, this is just a warning. Nothing is gonna happen. Nothing's gonna come out of it. So then we go about our day. The security guard left. He didn't come in to inspect the room or anything. He basically just said like, oh, you can't smoke in here, blah blah blah. So he left. I closed the door and we go right back. I mean, we talked a little bit about it and we were like, oh yeah, no, we're not doing this anymore. I think we stopped at that point. We just continued drinking. We're drinking. Playing games. At this point, I'm a little tipsy, but like nothing like, oh, like I feel like I'm gonna pass out or throw up. I was just tipsy. I was not drunk whatsoever. I think my other friends were a little tipsy, but nothing like crazy. Like we were all very aware of what was going on and we were just having a good time. We were just really just living life. We were having a good time. So now it's a little bit later. I want to say it's close to like 11 midnight-ish. I literally can't even explain to you guys how this happened. Like I'm literally like low-key getting goosebumps because shit like this is scary to me, because like in this situation she could have literally died. Talking with someone across the bed, and then I just see, I think it was, ooh, I almost said her name. I seen Samantha's face, and then I turned to the side and I saw Rebecca, like she started throwing up on herself. So I was like, oh my fucking god, what the fuck. So she started throwing up on herself and I was like, oh my god, like how much did she have to drink? Because I didn't think she was drinking that much. And obviously, like, we weren't, obviously she was drinking more than us. And obviously, okay, I'm trying to not sound like the bad person here or trying to play like, oh, like, why are you being so rude? She was probably just like drinking too much. It's just like when I tell you guys like later on why I was upset about it, then you'll understand. At this point, I was going in. Once I saw her throwing up on herself, I like immediately sobered up and I was like, okay, we need to like help her out. And Rebecca was like, she was, like I said, she was the closest one to me. Like she didn't really know any of my other friends, but all my friends, we were like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. She started throwing up on herself. So she was unconscious. Literally, we could not wake her up. She was not getting up. She was just in the bed throwing up on herself. So first we were thinking, I didn't even think to take her to the bathroom. I was like, you know what? Let's just lay her on the bed, put a towel underneath her so she won't like mess up the sheets or whatever, and turn her to her side. So if she needs to continue to throw up, we could like do it in our bucket or whatever. But I forgot who it was. I think it was Blake that said, it was either Blake or it was, I think it might have been Miranda. It was either Blake, Miranda, or Samantha. Y'all, I don't know who said what, but I know one of the girls said that we should probably get her into the bathroom, get her cleaned up, and try to wake her up, because we don't want, God forbid, for her to throw up in her sleep and she like chokes on her own vomit and she like dies or anything like that. Like we did not want anything like that to happen. Absolutely fucking not. Or even just like, even if she didn't throw up, we were just scared for her to just go to sleep like that. So we were like, you know what, let's just get her into the bathroom. Let's just say it was very hard to get her out of the bed. We were trying to find the best way, and the floors were wood, so we were trying to find the best way to like get her into the bathroom so she wouldn't like hit her head on the wood or anything like that. Like she literally, when I tell you unconscious, like her eyes weren't open, like she couldn't move her body, like nothing at all. So we either got her on the floor or we got the sheet and her on the floor. I don't know which one it was, but we eventually got her on the floor. We got on the floor, and this is the layout. The bathroom was kind of far. It wasn't like right there. Like we had to drag her a bit, and like I said, like it was hard because again, like we were all sobering up, but we still like had liquor in our system, so it was kind of hard, and we were like panicking. We're literally dragging her by her legs and her arms to the bathroom. Like 2 people would be on the arms, 2 people would be on the legs. We say 1, 2, 3, go, lift, and we will walk to the bathroom. So the bed is right here. There's 2 beds. 1 bed here, 1 bed here, and then you have to go right here, and the bathroom is over here. So we're all the way over here, so we have to go all the way over here and drag her over there. Oh my god, guys, this is like so disgusting like to think about. But again, I will tell you guys why I was so pissed about it. So we're literally right there at the bathroom. So she throws up again. Literally throws up so fucking much. Fucking Blake is behind her, holding her. Rebecca is leaning on Blake, and Blake literally has throw up in her hair and shit. There's throw up all over us. Like I'm trying to clean this shit up while trying to help everyone out. fucking Charlotte was having a panic attack in the corner. She was like, call your mom, call your mom, call your mom. But in my head, I was like, I need to handle this shit by myself. And I was scared. I was really scared. I didn't want like the trip to be ruined. And she like, everything's canceled. We gotta go. But like, honestly, I look back at it now. She would have probably been able to handle the situation way better than we were able to handle it. But I was 18. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit myself. She's my friend. I need to help her. I need to get her to wake up. I need her to be okay, to fucking go to sleep, and she needs to be okay basically, and I need to do this by myself. And I appreciate all my friends that helped, because they don't know this girl from anywhere, but they still like really helped and tried to get her in the bathroom, whatever. So anyway, Charlotte's in the corner having a panic attack. Samantha, she's also helping out, but I feel like me and Blake, we were really trying to drag her, and also Miranda, and fixing up the bathroom. But everyone was helping in their way. But I remember it was just a smell. It smelled so bad in that room that at one point Charlotte had to go to the other room for a second just to catch her breath, and also Samantha had to leave the room to just catch her breath. But they eventually came back and we all helped. So we finally get into the bathroom. We drag into the bathroom. It was just a literal mess. When I tell you a literal mess, like a literal fucking mess. We drag her into the bathroom, lift her up, got her in the tub, and ooh, I said her name. I said her name. Blake was in the tub with her. She was in the tub with her. Props to Blake, really, because Blake was really like main person taking lead. She was in the shower. We turned the water on. Blake was trying to talk to her. So when the water hit her, then she didn't start really, she started to wake up a little bit, but like nothing crazy. Like she was just saying like, oh, it's cold, it's cold. She was saying like the water, Rebecca was saying that the water was cold. While Blake was in the shower with Rebecca, me, Miranda, and Samantha and Charlotte, we were just all talking about what we were gonna do. Honestly, like we were just talking about the whole situation, how like we didn't even notice she was drinking that much. Like we didn't even think anything like this would happen. Like it was just really unexpected. Like I really didn't think this shit would happen. And we're cleaning up the throw up basically. There was throw up all over the floor. Like when I tell you, throw up all over the fucking floor, and it had like bits and pieces of the food we ate earlier. So like in this situation, I was just like, oh my god, like I fucking cannot look at throw up. But I'm like, what am I gonna do? I have to clean it up. This is when Samantha told me something, and she told me something, and I was like, wow, that doesn't make any sense why she would put herself in that situation, or why she would do that knowing that she has that problem. Samantha tells me, I don't know if she tells me that night or the next day, but I eventually find out that Rebecca has problems. I forgot exactly what problem is, but it's something in her body. She has a problem with her heart or something, her liver. I think it was her liver actually, like she has liver problems. In my head, I'm just thinking, why would you be drinking that much knowing you have liver problems? Like I understand you want to get lit and you want to have fun, but the responsible thing to do would probably not to drink as much if you know you have liver problems. That's the first thing. And y'all don't be coming for me like, oh, you don't know what she's going through. Maybe she was going through something, blah, blah, blah. I've been friends with Rebecca for a long time. I love that girl. I love that girl. I used to go everywhere with her. We used to do everything. Everything. I've been friends with her since sophomore year of high school. And I think our relationship ended about a year ago. So I was friends with her for a good 3 or 4 years. I knew she was going through shit. I knew that she had family issues. I understand that. But I feel like I can't say that's an excuse for her to like do something that reckless, you know what I mean? Especially on my birthday. Like this is my day. This is my big 18th birthday. Like turning 18 is a big fucking deal. And I feel like I did feel some type of way because I felt like it's different. If it would have been different if she didn't have the problem and she was just having fun with like everyone else, and like she just got too drunk. That's different. Shit like that happens all the time. I wouldn't care. I mean, I would have still been a little pissed, but I wouldn't have been as pissed. You know what I mean? So I was just like, why would you do that? Especially on my birthday. This is my day. I don't want to have to be dealing with this shit, and then I gotta deal with my family, my parents later on about it. Like, I'm gonna get into the family thing, but anyway, mind y'all, it's about, I want to say 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I know for a fact we didn't go to sleep until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had like a whole day ahead of us. We all had like plans that we wanted to do. We take her out of the shower, we dry her off, and we had to drag her all the way back into the bed, and we made sure that she was sleeping on her side. We bundled her up, make sure she was warm because her hair was still wet. We didn't want her to get sick. We put blankets on top of her. The room that all this happened in was clean, but it still smells, so none of us wanted to sleep in there. So what we would do, all of us ended up sleeping, besides Rebecca was in the other room. We all went to the other room and we all slept in that room. But every hour someone would get up and go check on her and make sure she was still breathing. See, like, it's not like we were like, oh, fuck her, fuck this bitch, we don't know her, like, we're not gonna, like, we were actually like checking on her and making sure she was breathing and she was okay. I was checking on her, Blake was checking on her, Samantha, Miranda, everyone was checking on her. So then I want to say it's early as fuck. I don't even know if the sun is out yet, but I hear a banging on the door. I hear a bang on the door, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if this is my parents or if this is like a security guard again. But I'm like, why would the security guard be back? So I get up, everyone is knocked out. I'm the only one that's up. I think Samantha started to wake up a little bit, but like everyone was knocked out. I go to the door and it's my grandma. I'm like, Grandma, what's up? So she starts explaining to me how my mom was downstairs arguing with the people about how they charged her an extra $250 because of the smoke detector going off. And I was like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? You're fucking kidding me. I didn't think they were gonna charge me for it. I thought it was just like a warning. She's thinking that like, oh, there's no way, like you got it wrong, like, but turns out like we actually were in the wrong because we were, so the smoke detector was going off. So I told her that we were, and she was like, my grandma was just saying, giving us a speech of how disappointed she is and how like she was like standing up for you guys, thinking like, oh, y'all wouldn't do this, but turns out y'all were really doing it. So what we ended up doing, I think it was 6 of us all together, we all splitted the $250 and we gave the money to pay for the $250 smoke detector thing. Basically, at this time when this conversation was happening to my grandma, everyone was up, including Rebecca. Like, we were all in a circle, and my grandma was just saying how disappointed she was and how we need to like split the money or whatever, because like my mom's basically not gonna pay for something that's not her fault. That's basically what it is. So Rebecca was up at this time, so we all gave her money. That was it. She left. I don't even think my mom came in the room, or maybe it was I don't know who it was. I think it was just my grandma that came in the room. I don't think my mom and sister were in there yet. We all went back to sleep, and obviously that really set the tone for the rest of the trip, because the rest of the trip was definitely like not the best. Like, the only day I could say I really enjoyed was probably like the last day, but that was when we went to the boardwalk and we got funnel cake and rode race cars and like got henna done, like, you know, shit like that. That was the only day I enjoyed. But everything else before that, it was kind of like, it really set the tone that like this trip is gonna be ass, basically. It's the next day. We wake up from that night and we ended up having to switch rooms. Don't tell me why we switched rooms. We just had to switch rooms. My mom was actually, she was more calm than expected. Like, when I faced her for the first time after this whole situation, she wasn't yelling at me or she wasn't really mad at me. But I don't even really know if we had like a discussion about it, because my mom is one of those types of people where like, if like the situation is done and over with, she's gonna act like it never happened. Like, she's just gonna like if we just fought like 2 minutes ago, she's just gonna act, and she'll come into your room and be like, hey, what's up? Like, she's gonna act like nothing happened. We went upstairs to a different room. So this room, actually, it wasn't split. It wasn't like before where you have like a room, like a door in between, and you can go into each other's rooms. This time it was actually separate rooms. So me and Rebecca had a room, and then everyone else had their other room. So me and Rebecca actually got a chance to talk about the whole situation. Honestly, I'm not even gonna say that, because we didn't really talk about it for real. Like, she didn't even like acknowledge what happened. Maybe it's because she didn't remember what happened, or she didn't realize like how serious it was and like what kind of condition she was in. But she didn't even like really say anything. Like, I remember we got brunch and we didn't talk about it at all. But before we got brunch, I remember saying like, oh, like, your stuff, your dirty clothes are under the sink. and they had throw up on it. So I knew she knew that she threw up, but I don't know if she knew that she was unconscious. But she didn't say anything about it, really. She kind of acted like it didn't happen. She didn't say, I'm sorry, I did something like that, I overdrank, I didn't mean to drink that much, I know that you didn't want to deal with something like this on your birthday, and I'm sorry. She never really said sorry to me, or even the group, because again, these girls don't even know her. So to put them in this certain like situation, I don't know. I honestly believe this trip is what caused the downfall of our relationship. They really say like birthdays, like that's a time where a lot of friendship ends, and I'm not even trying to be funny about that, because I also had a similar situation where I also stopped being friends with someone because of a birthday situation. But I mean, our relationship was rocky already, but this one just took the icing on the cake, bitch. I was just like, wow, okay. I don't know if our relationship is ever going to be the same after this. Like, I just felt awkward, like, being in the same room as her, because I was just like, you don't know what just happened. Like, everyone was kind of drained, like, honestly. We were supposed to go to the mall this day, but I know someone stayed behind from the shopping, because what happened was we were supposed to go to the outlet. I wanted to go shopping, but the area we went into, the wrong turn, and we ended up in an area we shouldn't have been in. And one of my friends started freaking out, and she started like hyperventilating, and I was already like, I still love Charlotte, like love Charlotte to fucking death. But in that moment, I was just aggravated because last night I had to deal with this, and now I'm dealing with you. Like let's just walk to the outlet. Like nothing's gonna happen. Like we're fine. Like it's literally DC. It's literally fucking DC. So I was just already aggravated that like nothing's gonna happen to you. It's broad fucking daylight. It was people out there, but like no one was like following us or nothing crazy was happening. So I was just like, come on, let's go. She wanted to leave, so I was like, okay. She went back to the hotel. Miranda went with her. I think the only people that was there was me, Blake. I want to say Samantha was there too. And I think Rebecca was there too. I'm honestly not sure. But I know we were there. We went shopping. We did our thing. We didn't even really buy anything crazy, but we went to the stores and then we went back. I don't know if this was the next day. I think this was the next day. I'm skipping all over the place, guys. I'm trying to say like the interesting parts, because like after we came back from the mall, I don't even really think we did anything. Or maybe like this story I'm about to tell y'all right now is linked to the same day, but I think it was the third day. I'm pretty sure. All of us ended up going to Ripley's Believe It or Not. We all went there, and I don't know if this was the same day. So basically it was either day 2 or day 3 that this third situation happened that kind of like irritated me, but like it wasn't really about me. It was between Charlotte and Samantha. It was either we were leaving from the mall or we were leaving from Ripley's Believe It or Not. That was on the third day. I don't remember where we were coming from, but I know all of us were together, so I believe it was Ripley's Believe It or Not. Like it was that day. So we were coming back from somewhere, and we were on the, I don't even know how we were walking back to the hotel, and Charlotte and Samantha got in a little argument because Charlotte was trying to go one way and Samantha was trying to go another way, and basically Charlotte was freaking out again about like where she was at, and she wasn't sure where she was at, so she thought we were lost, even though the hotel was literally right down the block. And Samantha was saying that she was saying it was right down the block, but like for some reason they were fighting about which way to go. Finally find the hotel. We go the way I think Samantha tells us to go, and we go that way, and then we end up back to the hotel, and they're just still bickering back and forth about it. I could tell that Samantha is getting very aggravated and she's getting angry. She gets so angry to the point that she goes into the bathroom to cool herself down. Blake is talking to, I think, Miranda was very quiet this whole trip too. Like I just feel like everyone was just so fucking out of it. Like no one wanted to be there. Everyone just wanted to go the fuck home. I was outside with Charlotte talking about it's okay. I think you guys just need to like talk to each other. You guys need to apologize and understand where y'all were coming from. Like where both of y'all were coming from. Like it's not big of a deal. This doesn't have to blow up into anything really crazy. I later heard on from Samantha. She was saying that she heard Blake and Miranda talking on the bed, and Blake was just trying, I don't know, she was like saying something, and like that was also making Samantha even more mad. Oh my god, like everyone's just getting so fucking mad at each other. I just think it was a lot of tension from the first night and like from earlier today. Charlotte goes back in the room, Samantha comes out, they talk, they apologize, they hug, kumbaya, we're all cool. We're all cool. We're just all cool now. I think we were cool for the rest of the trip, honestly, but another incident happened. It wasn't really that big. I think Rebecca wanted to go outside and smoke, I think. But like none of us wanted her to go outside because it was late. I don't know if I was on her side or not. Like I think some of us were like, oh, let her just go. There was some of us that were like, don't go outside, it's like late as night and like we don't even know surroundings and stuff. We don't know this area like that. But that little bickering shit happened again. And then honestly guys, like that was it. Like after that, I think that was the last night. In between the bickering shit with the smoke stuff and her wanting to go outside, that happened the same day where, you know, we went to the boardwalk and everything. Like it was really good during the daytime, but the nighttime that little thing happened and we, you know, we were bickering about that. But honestly, overall what I took from this trip is that you can't go on vacation with everybody. I don't want to word this in a way that offends anybody, but like I'm just gonna say what's on my head and what's on my mind. Some people, like, you can go certain places with and like they won't care, they'll chill, they'll relax, they'll have a good time. Like I feel like Rebecca, I could go on vacation with her, but like they're putting us in that situation, I wouldn't be able to do that with her ever again. That's always gonna be in the back of my mind. And also with like the paranoia shit and like, you know, I probably wouldn't be able to go somewhere far with that person. Like if I wanted to go out the country, if I wanted to go to Mexico, if I wanted to go to like London or Brazil or some shit like that, I probably wouldn't be able to go with that person because of those things. Like I know how I am when I go on vacation. I like to go out, I like to go to parties, I like to go to the beach, I like to walk around, I like to go see things, I like excursions, I like to do those things. So you can't go to places with people that don't have money. A money thing, there was kind of a money thing with Rebecca, but like I didn't really say anything about it, so I was just like, it's okay, it's fine. Like, but it didn't really play a big part into like the problems with the trip, because like we didn't really spend anything crazy like that. We were in Atlantic City, we're young, like we can't go to clubs or anything like that, so like we weren't really spending money on nothing crazy. But it's like a lot of these factors playing a part. Like you can have like strong ass friendships, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can go on vacation with them. And listen, that's okay. Well, that's pretty much it for today's story times. If you guys like story times, I'll try to do more. I've been wanting to do a story time about my like, don't even know if I want to put this in the air. I think it's too soon to really talk about like my first like heartbreak and stuff like that. I do want to make a story time about that, but I think it's too soon. But and I'm going on another girls trip in March. But I know that one's gonna be lit though, because we're all on the same page about literally everything. So that's why I said it just depends on who you go on vacation with. And also I just feel like we're older now, so things have changed. Like we were young when we were on that trip. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with friends. But yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. In the next video. Ayy, in the next video. And I will see you later. Bye guys.
Baby, I need to know more.